Okay, so the majority of times whenever we have a listing and it goes under contract, the buyer's agent is going to send us documents and their buyers are not going to sign inside of Dotloop, not inside of our Dotloop. If it's dual agency, then of course we can all facilitate the entire transaction in our inside of our one Dotloop file. But on a normal transaction, where it's co-op transaction, the buyer's agent will send us the documents back signed typically to our email, and then we'll upload them into our file. And a lot of times it'll be in one combined file. So you'll have multiple documents inside of one file and you'll need to split it out. So I've already got this one right here. So I'm going to drag this. Actually, I don't believe you can drag down. What you can do is drag it into one, but you can't drag it into a folder into a separate file. And I don't want to go ahead and drag it here because I want to split it out. So I'm going to take it back and not drop it just yet. Go here, add document, browse, go to downloads, and it's going to be this. So there it drops it into the folder. So there's a couple of ways to split this out. Dotloop has a way to split it out. I'm not crazy about it. You have to know the number of documents that you're going to split it into beforehand. So if you come here, click split document, it'll bring up I'll show you. So the first thing you need to do is to count the number of documents you have in here. So we've got working with real estate brokers, 1, wire fraud, 2, lead-based paint, 3, PCDS, 4, and the contract is 5. And that's all. So we have 5 documents we're splitting it out into. So scroll back to the top, split document, and split into 5. I'm going to show you why you need to count it up before, because if you don't do this, default is 2. So say, well, the first file is working with real estate brokers. So I'm going to go wwreb, and it's page 1-1. Second file name is wire fraud. So wire fraud. And it's 2-2. Oh, can't do it. It's 2-20, which is not wire fraud. So we know it's 5. 1-1 is working real estate broker. 2-2 is wire fraud. 3-3 is lead-based paint. 4 through 13 is the PCDS. And one thing that you can do if the additional page isn't being used and the amendment isn't being used, you can just go for 10 and keep it like that. But that would require you to do an extra document. It would be split into 6. And on that 5th document, it would say like something like PCDS amendment not needed, something like that, or not used. And that way, and I'll go ahead and do that and show you what it looks like. So I'm going to change this to 6. And what it does is it messes all of this up because it likes to even, divides it by the number of documents, and then just does that many pages. So now I know that's 1-1, it's 2-2, 3-3, and the PCDS that we want to keep is going to be 4-10. And the instructions and the PCS amendment and all of that, it's going to be 11-13. It's going to come here. Just label it PCDS amendment, then not used or something, whatever, just to let you know that you're not saving it. And then from 1420 is your contract. So you can split it out this way. It's going to take those documents back into your file. At this point, you're working with a real estate broker. It's going to go into your miscellaneous file, your miscellaneous folder. So this transaction doesn't have that folder yet, so I'm going to add it. And to make it simple, we'll drag it below the listing docs. I'm not dragging it through the listing docs. And I'm going to put it right here. The wire fraud for them, for the buyer's agent, we don't need that. Lead-based paint, we are going to need that. So drop it right there. Contract, drop it to your fully executed contract. PCDS amendment not used. I would say you can just archive that because you don't even need to put that in your miscellaneous folder. Buyer signed PCDS, drop it here. So that leaves us with our commission verification, our earnest money receipt, and our lead-based paint and our home inspection contingency. The lead-based paint brochure, I left that off. So we're going to skip over that for now. I'm going to do a video later discussing what exactly the commission verification is. I know a lot of new agents that didn't come over from EXP aren't used to that. So we'll go into further detail about this. So that's how you split a file out in using Dotloop's file splitter. There's another way to do it, and I'm going to show you how. So we're going to add the document again. Multiple documents 8. Sometimes, for whatever reason, and I believe it's to do with signature routing, it doesn't allow you to split the documents like that. So when you come here and you see split document, it'll be grayed out like this save is, and you won't be able to select it. When that's the case, you can print it. And it's not going to actually print. You're going to go here, select off your printer, select save as PDF. And for each file, you're going to do this. So with this one, you would do it 5 times because we have 5 different files that we're trying to save. So on pages that we're going to print, we'll go to custom and we'll just select one because our first page is our working with real estate broker. So click save. It's going to pull up save as. Just going to type in WWREB and save it. So now that's saved onto my desktop. I would go find where it's saved. More than likely, that's going to save into my downloads, and it's all about where you save it on your file. So we'll go back, go off this. That document, browse, WWREB, pulls it in, just drag and drop it. Well, this is one that we don't really need for this file. So we'll take it to our miscellaneous folder. And you do that for each of your documents. You just go on to the next one. And it is a little bit slower. And it's not as easy as what SkySlope was. But you are able to do it. And whenever the Dotloop splitter is available, it's the easiest way to do it inside of here. It's the quickest way. If you have any questions, let me know. Reach out to me. Don't hesitate to give me a call or text me.